Now, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in comics since we're here. It's Tuesday. I'd usually be taking our early delivery and checking in, making sure we got all of our books, reporting my damages, pulling for my subscribers' pull lists, and we don't have comics. So Diamond announced today that they wouldn't be paying their vendors because comic stores wouldn't be paying them. The only reason we're not paying them is because they didn't send us any comics. From what I've heard is that the warehouses that they use are still open and are still running. They're not closed down. So we could have had comics. I don't know about other comic shops. We probably have 2 to 3 months in the tank with subscriber delivery or mail shipping it to our subscribers. If we continued that, we could probably buy comics for the next 3 months without stoppage, without running out of money. So this, I don't know, that there was a really big knee-jerk response right away of what are we going to do? What are we going to do? If you're running a business and you're running that close to that 1 week or 2 weeks will run you out of business, you're already out of business. You're not running a business. You have a hobby. You have to plan for this. One of the things that I committed to when I started a business was not to borrow over what I couldn't pay out of my own pocket. Credit and debt will really kill your business. If you have to make a certain amount every week to make that loan payment and not put anything into savings, your business is in trouble. It looks like Diamond's business is in trouble. If they didn't have enough to pay the vendors for the comics they'd already provided, I mean, got to commend them. They've kept all their employees on. They're paying their employees through this. So that's very commendable. I've met the owner of Diamond at a retailer's. Seems like a great guy. It was a lot of fun talking to him. He's just like a regular guy. And but as far as the business goes, I know a lot of dealers have had problems with, the way the warehouses handle the books and the way we receive some of the stuff and the print damages, and then getting replacements or getting refunds and tracking all that. It's it's a lot of extra work. So if you do comics alone, it's pretty easy. Just stay on top of comics. If you have a multi-SKU business where you're doing, like we do here, retro gaming and Magic and some other gaming like Pokemon, and we kind of like deal in a lot of different collectibles. We'll even do toys if it comes through the door. We obviously do pops. So, having to manage all that, plus having to keep on every damaged corner comic book, every return comic that's ready for return. This whole returnability saving the businesses is ridiculous. I never return comics. I order what I need, and that's what I keep. I don't return comics. I don't see the business model in that. You're hurting the publisher, who then needs to make more profit off another book, which then hurts you down the line. We all have to work together to create readers and collectors, and not to hurt each other while doing that. So by me returning, like ordering extra, this book is returnable, I'll order 100 of them and then return 85 of them because I only could sell 15. But I ordered the 100 so I could get the 1 in 100 variant because I can sell that. Just stop making them 1 in 100s. Do what Boom does. Boom sends us a thank you That thank you puts cash in a comic shop's pocket. Sometimes they go for $40. Sometimes they go for $60. We put them online and they sell. Sometimes they sell in the shop for $10 or $20 less than they go online because of the 10% you have to give to eBay or whoever else you're dealing through. You know, I want my subscribers to have a chance at them, so I do offer them, but that's real cash in our pocket, whereas returnability is just a credit to our comics that we're ordering the following week. And yeah, for bean counters, that's money. To me, a guy on the street in a small business, that's not money. It's invisible money. We get credits for damaged comics. You never really see it. You don't even really know if you're getting it unless you're following it with a fine-tooth comb and looking over every receipt and then tracking it for months, because sometimes you don't get it next month. Sometimes it's 2 months down the road, you're getting a credit for a book that got canceled, but it was on your list, so you paid for it, but you didn't receive it, and it takes them a while to get the credit back to you. They didn't send me my free comic book day bags. I ordered them in January. I didn't get them. And then New York put this law in place that we couldn't use plastic bags anymore, so I had to cancel them. I called them and they were like, "What, you didn't get them?" They thought I had gotten them. So they didn't even know. It really needs for everybody to you need the company, your distributor, to be very on the ball with all of this. There's just way too much moving parts with the returnability, with the damages, with the shortages. Sometimes we don't even get books. They don't get into the box. It doesn't seem like the system, it hasn't been changed since they started. They need to probably move to a system like Amazon, and you know, maybe Amazon becomes the distributor. The only thing is that Amazon's model is direct to consumer. So would they want to distribute to comic shops? I don't know. Maybe that would be bad for me. Maybe they would put me out of business. But I know their system works, right? And that's what the business is all about for distribution, is the system. And we need a way better system. And then publishers can do stuff instead of returnability, which I don't think is very innovative. I think what Boom is also doing returnability, but what they're doing more so is they're going to put money in our pockets by, they said they're going to send us variants never seen before of their hottest books. That's going to be cash in our pockets. We're going to be able to put that up on eBay, make it available out there, and put money in the comic store's pocket. If you want to support your local store, see if they're doing shipping, see if they're doing curbside. If they're in a state they're allowed to do curbside. See if they'll deliver. We're going to deliver in the city. I've got a marked van. I'll come around and I'll put it in your mailbox. Just contact us. We're at 34 Front Street, Port Jervis, New York. Our number is 845-856-1866. We're on Twitter at Haven for Heroes. We're on Facebook at Haven for Heroes. We're on Instagram at Haven for Heroes. YouTube at Haven for Heroes. We're all over the place. Soon to have a website, hopefully, in the near future. Probably by the time that we're all coming back to work. So I know this video has been a long time and it's kind of been a rant. But, you know, for everybody, there's a lot going on. So stay safe and keep reading comics.